I truly love the Football Manager community because their input stops you from making silly decisions like calling your Andorran double challenge save Twin Peaks. Well, obviously because of PK Gerard Peak and Andorran double Twin Peaks. Yeah. Anyway, we've decided against that. But what I want to do today, I'm just going to set a few things up. I'm not going to show anything from the game, no matches, no setting up of the club. Before I get into that, I want the help from you guys, the community, making a few decisions to get this save just right. So just in case you're unfamiliar with the concept of the double challenge, well, this goes back to, most famously, the San Marino double challenge. And I came across this back when I was active on the SI forums circa Football Manager 2009, 2010, something like that. And the idea was you take over the San Marino Calcio club, and you build the club up, develop them, rise them up through the divisions, get some strong San Marinese players coming through, and then you try and take the national team to greater heights as well. But now an opportunity has come up to do this trick with Andorra. FC Andorra having bought their way into the lowest playable Spanish level in the game. So the challenge is on. We can build up FC Andorra and Andorra as well. With the old San Marino double challenge, the way it was set up when I attempted it on the forums was that you took over the club and you focused on building up the club, and then you took over the national job as and when it became available. However, the downside of this was that sometimes the job never became available. You'd have to wait a very long time. The one time I attempted the challenge, I think it was Football Manager 2010, I got through about 20 seasons of the game time. I'd got San Marino as a top Serie B team. Not very good progress in 20 seasons, but never mind. And the San Marinese national job just never came up. The guy in charge, I think his name was Meza, something like that. He just never retired. So I've seen some other iterations of the San Marino double or the Liechtenstein double with FC Wards, and people inserting themselves in as manager of club and country immediately. So, what do you think I should do here? Just start out as FC Andorra manager, focus on building up the club, getting the club stable and up through the divisions before looking into the Andorra job whenever it comes up, or to mitigate the risk of the Andorra job perhaps never coming up, jump in with both feet, club and country right off the bat. What do you think? Question 2 that I'd like to put to you, dear viewers, is the setup, what we're going to do with players. Now, one option, and again, this would be the way that I played the San Marinese Challenge in the past, would be no restrictions. You just build up your squad just like you're playing with any other team in the game. You do transfers, you bring players in, players of any nationality. You perhaps hope you bring in some cheap second-rate Brazilians and get them to take Andorran nationality while they're here to give the squad a bit of a boost. Or the other option is that we try to go for Andorran players only. We just stick to finding and raising up the profile and the level of the best Andorran players out there. I'm sure there are a few. And the final option, option C, even though I didn't name the other options A or B, is to make this a youth player challenge where we only focus on the talents that come up through the youth intakes of Andorra FC. And the final question, I seem to put this one out there every year, but it's worth asking, the format of the episodes. Now, traditionally, what people do in the majority of Football Manager series I follow is a little bit of an intro at the start of the episode and 2 live comms, usually back-to-back matches, or it might be 2 legs of a European tie done in the same episode. But I'm wondering, I do think, I want to get a good crack at this challenge. I want to get as far as I can, many seasons down the line, but I am worried about time. Quite often I can only get out maybe 2-3 episodes a week tops. So perhaps, is it better to focus on shorter episodes with 1 match featured per episode? Maybe, 5 or 6 minutes reviewing results and talking about the state of the team, and then having 1 match and getting like an episode in under 15 minutes? Or should we stick with 2 live comms per episode, less of the talking and more of the action? So just to recap, these are my 3 questions to the community, which I would love your feedback on. Number 1, do we A, start at FC Andorra and wait for the national job, or B, jump straight in at FC Andorra and the Andorran national team? Question 2, players. Do we have no restrictions on players we bring in? Do we aim for Andorran players only? Or C, do we just focus on youth players? I forgot to say A and B again, didn't I? And question 3, the episodes. one match per episode with a little bit more in-depth look at the club, or the traditional 2 matches per episode. Thank you in advance to you in the community for your input on this save. I really want to make this, a big save for the channel. I'm looking to grow numbers. We're sitting on just over 360 subscribers as I speak. I would love to, hit that 500 milestone soon and keep going beyond that and see where we can end up before Football Manager 2021. I'm going to say it now, but I would aim for, with this series, because it's going to take a long time to get through the Spanish divisions. I know the Segunda B can be incredibly tough to get out of. To challenge Barcelona and Real Madrid to get into Europe, that's going to take time. The Andorran national team's going to take even longer. So I'm aiming for 100 episodes. Do you think I can do it on 2 or 3 episodes a week? Probably. We'll see. And finally, speaking of community, please do check the links out below. Join my Discord channel. That's a place where I tried to set this up over the summer, but we've got a generous handful of members at the moment. I'd love people to join the Discord and there give me a bit more feedback on my saves. I'm really looking for that input and interaction to make the channel and the episodes even better. I'll talk about these in another video, but we are also going to have experiments running throughout Football Manager 2020, the return of New Gen Nation, a revamped New Gen Nation, and I've got a couple of other ideas up my sleeve as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I am Dodgy Gamer. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for the Andorran Double Challenge, for the experiments, for the other content we've got coming your way. See you again soon.